Hello, I'm Mr. Love, Love's Pampered Rascal. And if you're tired of dry celebrity dating history videos, you've come to the right place. Hit subscribe because we're diving into the whirlwind romance of Claudia Cardinale's life with the flair and tears it deserves. In the late 1950s, Claudia was Sicily-born, Venice-breathed, and ready for stardom. She became one of the greatest Italian actresses ever, so of course we have to wonder, how did her own love story play out? From secret pregnancies to scandalous flings, Claudia's heart did more acting than a soap opera star. Even as the world bids goodbye to this silver screen goddess, RIP 2025, let's walk through her epic love saga. Trust me, it's a drama worthy of Visconti. Jean-Paul Belmondo, 1962. Brief romance. At age 24, Claudia made hearts flutter when she filmed Cartouche in France. There she met French heartthrob Jean-Paul Belmondo. On set, sparks flew. Some say a little love story blossomed between them. It wasn't public scandal, but insiders whispered that the two adventure film stars briefly dated. Can you picture Claudia, off-duty, giggling with Belmondo on a Paris street? I can. It was a short-lived fling, but enough to add a French flavor to Claudia's romance history. And by the way, she always insisted it was innocent fun, just two actors caught in the moment, not a Hollywood affair. Marlon Brando, mid-1960s. Secret fling. In the 1960s, Claudia gave the camera all her talent, and maybe a little more to Hollywood hunks. In her autobiography, she quietly admitted a brief flirtation with Marlon Brando. Brando was the king of cool then, but the story of Claudia and Marlon never broke out in tabloids. It was kept private by Claudia herself. Think about that. Cardinale and Brando, two icons, sharing a few stolen moments. It didn't develop into anything official, but it's the kind of juicy tidbit that makes us fans swoon. I would believe anything about this pairing, and I'm not even a fan. Warren Beatty, 1963 to 1965. Boyfriend. Next on the list, Warren Beatty. Yes, that Warren Beatty. When Claudia shot to international fame, Beatty was an up-and-coming Hollywood star. The two were romantically linked in the mid-1960s. In fact, they dated from about 1963 to 1965. They partied in Rome and Venice together. She was Italian royalty. He was American movie star prince. You can imagine the paparazzi envy. But these affairs are bittersweet. By 1965, it fizzled, reportedly because Beatty's head was turned by another beauty. Did it break Claudia's heart? Who knows? She rarely spoke on it publicly. In my book, though, a whirlwind Hollywood romance always adds some cinematic flair. Tell me, would you risk your film career for love? Beatty did, briefly, and Claudia let him go. Franco Cristaldi, 1966 to 1975. Husband. Now we reach a heavy scene. Franco Cristaldi was Claudia's film producer and mentor, and in 1966, he secretly wed her in Atlanta. This marriage was legally dubious, but Claudia was Cristaldi's wife in every way but paperwork. The press even crowned her Italy's sweetheart. He managed her career and launched her in a string of classics, but oh, it was a gilded cage. Cristaldi kept Claudia on a strict leash. No weight gain, no drastic style changes, and worst of all, no acknowledgement of her little boy Patrick, born from her teenage trauma. Patrick was raised as her brother until decades later. Imagine the pain. Claudia gave Cristaldi two children, Patrick, whom Cristaldi later legally adopted, and their daughter Claudia, and 9 years of devotion. Their breakup in 1975 was bitter. Cristaldi even blacklisted her when she left him. If love is blind, that breakup was heart-wrenching. I get emotional even thinking about it. A young woman, forced into marriage by circumstance, finding the strength to walk away. It's a tragedy of love and control. Jacques Chirac, 1974. Fling. This one is almost too wild to believe.
In 1974, France's upcoming president, Jacques Chirac, reportedly had a one-time encounter with Claudia. Yes, a future French leader and our Claudia. They met in Paris, maybe during a film festival. The details are fuzzy. It wasn't an affair like you see in magazines, but rumor mills went crazy. Imagine a dinner at the Élysée Palace where Claudia flashed her Italian charm and Chirac was entranced. We can't prove much, but Claudia herself never denied enjoying France's admiration. After all, she lived in Paris most of her life. In my opinion, that fling is one of those Hollywood myths, but it still makes you smile. An Italian movie star and a suave politician sharing a secret glance.
Pasquale Squitieri, 1975 to 2017, life partner. 1975 was the year everything changed. Claudia met director Pasquale Squitieri on the set of a film, and she fell hard. The plot twist? Pasquale didn't just play her leading man, he became her partner for life. They never wed, but she was with Squitieri for 42 years. Their daughter Claudia was born from that union. Think of it, after all the drama, Claudia found a steady love. Pasquale directed her in many films, and they even weathered that earlier scandal, Cristaldi's ostracism, together. I always admired this pairing, maybe because it was genuine. No bright lights, just two artists building life. Sure, Pasquale was no Warren Beatty and public fame, but he made Claudia laugh till the end. Seriously, this was 42 years. Talk about commitment. Giuliano Gemma, 1970s, rumored romance. Now, speaking of rumors, Claudia's name has popped up alongside some more action star legends. One fellow often whispered in fan circles is Giuliano Gemma, an Italian Western star. He co-starred with Claudia in the late 70s in crime films, and some profiles even list them as a couple. Officially, it's never been confirmed. Is it true? Who knows? But imagine two Italian cinema stars sparring, both on-screen and off-screen. I like to think they shared a warm joke or two at least. To me, a story like this feels like a cheeky fan fiction plot. Wouldn't that be something? It's all speculative, but it adds spice to our tale. Even Claudia's official records hint at had a relationship with Gemma. I say, speculative or not, she certainly turned heads wherever she went. Jorge Guinle, 1960s, rumored fling. Another name crops up in Claudia lore, Jorge Guinle, the Brazilian playboy extraordinaire. He was a millionaire and an international ladies' man in the 50s and 60s. Some gossip sites confidently list Claudia and Guinle as a 1960s fling. Hard evidence? None. But think about it. Claudia was touring the world after her Cannes debut in the late 50s. It's plausible she danced at a Rio gala or sipped champagne with Mr. Guinle. It's the stuff of legend. As her unofficial biographer, I warn you, take this with a grain of Sahara sand, but it's fun to consider Claudia sashaying into a penthouse in Rio. Ultimately, these rumored affairs with Gemma and Guinle are part of her mystique, whether real or tall tales. They remind us that Claudia's aura inspired many admirers, both on and off screen. Closing thoughts. Claudia Cardinale's life reminds us, even the brightest movie star is just human at heart. Her story was filled with glamour and heartbreak. She survived a secret teenage trauma, navigated controlling relationships, and still managed to find deep love with her longtime partner. As we bid her farewell, let's remember Claudia with bittersweet smiles. Life wrote her a complex script, jealousy, scandal, romance, far beyond anything on celluloid. Do you see the irony? The lady who gave screen kisses by the train in Once Upon a Time in the West also experienced real train wrecks of the heart. So, dear viewers, what do you think? Who was the true love of Claudia's life? Cristaldi, her husband of convenience, or Pasquale, her steady partner? Let me know below. Thanks for watching Love Archive. And if you're ready for more tangled romance tales, don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, may your own love stories be less complicated than Claudia's
and at least as unforgettable.